and it avoid to be into a lot of problems in marriage. Like,
Yep.
when you used to be in a relationship, like this after that,
Yep.
that's a problem, babe.
It is.
It's a problem because
Ever since we were kids, we have grown to know that.
My biggest goal, getting married.
And everything we do from now on, it is to groom ourselves to get ready for this one thing, and that is marriage. And if you're like me, the only advice I ever got growing up, and that was just to not have sex before marriage. But for some of us, we need more than that.
I'm married now, but the important thing is working through this marriage. It's not just as a trophy that I got already, but I gotta do something to make sure my marriage, I'm progressing.
And that is exactly what we're here to help you with, is progress your way to your marriage. Welcome to the S&M. Let's get it.
Actually, being faithful to just one person might be difficult for you. You should be finding yourself. You feel like you wanna be a good person in marriage. You wanna be a good wife, a good husband, but still, like, things that we've been through in our past may cause problems in our current life. Marriage, which is marriage. So that's a problem. Yeah, when you're single, you should know what to do to yourself. You should know what you're capable of. Like,
That is true.
you should know what you're capable of. Like, you should be able to say that, okay, this is what I am really. This is what I can do. And I cannot do this. This is my limits. Being single is very important at certain moments. Yeah.
And
I wish I knew. I wish I was.
I know.
I wish I was.
I know here we are talking about this, and honestly, yes, me too. I definitely wish I knew a lot of the benefits of being single and just focusing on your purpose and focusing on God and just trying to move your purpose forward, and alongside that's how you find yourself. And sometimes, like I say, it's you may feel like, okay, if I'm gonna be single, it sounds like you're being alone. But you're really never alone, even though you're single. So
you're not partying.
No,
you're not going to parties.
But still, yes. It's not like you're
not
alone.
leaving party, not having somebody next to you,
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're alone. You're always really, by being single, that's it's more focused on you. It's not, you don't have somebody else to focus on. And that's what's more important is, you're not really alone. I mean, you can still got people alone, and not gonna quote the Bible, but God just says he'll never abandon you, so you're really never alone. So I'm just saying. So
you're really never alone. I'm not saying it's true.
Exactly, it is true. So
it's true.
And I know everybody really wants to work, because that's everybody's ultimate goal, right? Growing up, it's you was man, get married. It's like a big goal that people trying to accomplish, but they didn't know how to. And that's the thing. For me personally, I can tell you, I had no idea that. I looked at it as I'll get married one day, but I didn't know how. Okay, how, when, and how we're gonna get there. But it's one day I'll get married.
Baby, I still have a question.
What's that?
How did you know I was the one?
Wow, really? So you had to.
I didn't know that she was the one.
I mean, honestly, after time and time being into relationship is just like, I got to a point where I was like, okay, I need to like get myself together, and started getting serious and more focused on like the aspect and actually looking for a mate. And so you being the one, we started talking, and your character and being a godly woman is like what attracted to me the most. And that's when I was like, man, she's the one. I was like, cause like, I mean, I wanted more, like that's what I wanted is somebody a woman that fears God. And yeah, it's just, and it was all in you. Had it all in there in you, and I needed that. And because for myself too, I wanted to like further on my journey with God and push forward to that and get to fulfill my process, my purpose. Because like if you got the right person, you'll know they'll push you and help you move towards your purpose. That's not a thing. But if you don't know your purpose, how are you gonna know the
if
person
you
is
both
right?
know
Exactly.
the purpose. Your purpose.
Yes, exactly. If you don't know the purpose, you will not know if the person is right for you, because the person that's right for you will always push you towards your purpose. Will always push you towards your purpose. So, and for me, I know I wanted to like further my journey with God, and I needed somebody, godly woman, that can further advance me in my purpose. And that's what you did, and that's what you do every single day. So so
Thank you.
I'm grateful that
This is
I chose
lovely,
you.
babe. Thank you.
But so anyways, so like I said, everybody wants to get married, but and like I even told you, like marriage is a strong covenant between two people, like God and two people, and that is what this is, and that's how I see it. I see that as marriage, but it's not something you want to rush into. It's something that should be not taken lightly, and definitely should be something that you should pray about and work on you. Work on yourself. Take that time to work on yourself, because that's going to save you a lot of time and headache, and you will be better off. You'll be better off prepared for any challenges that may come when you get in the season of being married. And that's what we kind of would like to see in am I shining?
Not so much. That's nice.
I'm shining. That's kind of sweet. It is sweet. What flavor is this? What flavor is it?
It's bio.
What?
Bio. Lip gloss.
But why is it so sweet?
Why is it so sweet?
It's sweet. Your people, it's sweet.
Okay,
man.
because you kissed me.
Okay. I see. Yeah, no, like, I don't remember now what I was saying, because I got interrupted by that sweetness of a kiss. But no, it's not something like to take being married, something like preparing yourself. It will save you a lot of headache, and possibly just like you and your partner will get along so fantastically. And like I said, I wish I would have taken that time in the right way, just prepare myself. But I did not. But if you are you're in a position to like, you're thinking like, man, I want to get married in some time, or you're looking, or even if you're single, and actually, honestly, even if you are married, it's always good to continue working on yourself. That is important. Like, growth is a big thing. Actually, babe, I just remembered. The other thing that made me think that made me convinced that you were the one is because I asked you this. I was like, I'm looking for somebody who's willing to grow with me. And you're like, yeah, of course. Because growth is so important. Like, you can't just stay in one place. Like, people, I mean, I see some couples, it's like they get married, but you don't see that growth in them. You don't see that they're moving forward.
Yes.
And I mean, it's not it's not a bad thing, but you gotta grow as a couple. You gotta try to advance in some way. Cause like the way a lot of people look at marriage, it's like, okay, all right. They look at it as like this top thing. It's like the final step.
Yeah.
Like, it's the final step of the relationship. It's the final, like, man, we're married. Bam, man, we've made it.
Yeah.
Right? But that's ultimately the point is to, when you get into a relationship, is to get married. But after you get married, that's when the real work begins. Honestly, that's when the real works begin. Like, no cap. That's when you start to like work. Like, so if you're two people that are willing to grow, you read books, you always want to improve one another, and that's important. And if you really are looking to like grow yourself and kind of see your marriage in a different light, we can recommend you guys one book that kind of like helped us a lot on a beginning stage, which we are still at the beginning stage of our marriage. But this book is like amazing. It's called
Relationship Goals
by Mike Todd. And man, I'm telling you, this book is awesome. Like,
yes,
if you can get yourself a copy, even if you're not married, even if you're single, if you're whatever status you have in life right now, whatever you are, get yourself this book.
Yes, it has both.
It is, and it has
chapters, right?
Yes, and it's a really simple read. Like, it's not really a hard book to read. I'm not really, honest speaking, I don't really like reading, so. But it's a simple book to read. I can read it. It's really easy and it's practical. It's really simple. So definitely get yourself that book, and yes, just work on yourself. And this one we're just discussing the importance of singleness and so on. So just, I guess, a little bit of recapping is work on yourself, work on your purpose. Don't rush into relationship. But I think the next one that we're going to talk about is going to be on dating. I think it's the next one. So the next one is going to be on dating. And so just focus on yourself.
Yes, work on yourself.
And
if you're married, keep working on yourself.
Continue working.
That is
absolutely. Yes. That's the key to this thing.
Don't feel that you're done, you're at the top. No. That's the beginning. Actually.
No, marriage is not. Marriage is not. Actually, marriage is not. Like, marriage is the beginning of like the progression to like self-improvement. And growing you two as a couple. So, man, we're looking forward to like sharing more with you guys about this and whatever other things that we have learned. And I don't know, like, so right now we just wanted to like kind of like talk about singleness and some things that we did and didn't wish we could have done. Right? So, because I personally know a lot of the things that I'm telling you guys, if I knew, like I say a year or 2 years ago, when I was kind of like in a process, like.
But babe, I have a question. The things. Okay, suppose if I was in your life.
Wait, before like when?
if I met you before, long
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Like, would you still dating me?
Would
or
I still
just-
date
You
you?
stay single because you wanna stay single? Like,
So like,
because
so
I'm not that as bad as, you know, I've done something.
I hear what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Would I have still dated you if I would have met you? Like, if I didn't meet you at the time that I met you? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I don't know because like depending on like where I was, I guess in the time span of when you met me, it may have been different. I may have been not in that mindset of like right, like my mindset would have not maybe been like steady to be looking for those kind of characters that you were presenting. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying I don't know. I mean it's a good question, but honestly, like everything has its like timing, and I believe that God, you know, has a plan for everybody, right? So, like honestly, probably, and maybe if we had met before that, we probably just may have ended up being just friends. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we just could have been friends. Who knows? Or maybe you would have kicked it off and started off at the.
I'm glad I came later. That's nice.
Glad I came later. Man, but yeah, no, for real. It's everything has its season, and you know, you can't rush. You can't rush these things. You just can't. But when you know, you will know. You will know.
Yeah.
If you put God in it, whatever you do and you put God in it, He'll always direct you to something, to whatever it is you're looking for.
Yes.
That's how I see it. So I really don't see that. I don't see that if something that happened previously, I don't know, honestly. So but I mean, but no. The name of this video, to recap, this is it. Just singleness. Work on your singleness. Work on being you, finding your purpose. And I promise that, you know, along the way, God will like work his way to that. Any last words, babe?
I've said it all.
She said it all. But hey, y'all, we thank you guys to coming and watching. And getting to the end of this. The S&M. This is us. We are going to be doing this on a regular basis. And we hope that you guys find value in this. You know, like us on all our platforms, Instagram, Facebook. It's just the S&M. You can find us there. And like and subscribe on this channel. Like, if you guys have any questions too, or things you may want to ask us, just comment, or even just on the S&M, send us a message on the S&M Instagram page, and you guys will be able to get you guys those information. So that way we can, you know, interact with you guys. So that being said, we're gonna close this off, and peace and love to everybody, guys. Hey guys. Thank you guys for watching the S&M. Please like and subscribe our videos, and please share them to everybody that you know may find value in this video.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.